but it is reasonable to say for some mixed race black people, they'd probably be clocked as non-white. But
and that's
again, like the nitty gritty of like what they could be might just be a matter of self-ID. And then,
so we know, but pretty much outside of this, we know what this would be. If we make a judgment, blind of anything else, we'd most likely be right to say that this person would be hung in the Deep South or not.
It's possible, sure.
Oh shit! Okay,
I think Martae. I think it's actually a really interesting point. Yeah, that kind of is along. It's related to what I actually want to say here. I think I didn't watch most of the discussion, so I'm coming in. Since I got here, is what I've heard. So
I know
but it sounds
glitched when you showed up. I mean, I
expected that because I changed the electron spin of Sara's router.
Go ahead.
So anyway,
that alone.
So we know what black looks like. Joe, we know when we grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons. I know this is like looking in a mirror right now, but I'm telling you, we know what black looks like when we see things growing up as kids. Watching Saturday morning cartoons, we know what a black family looks like when you saw the Cosby Kids, which they had a cartoon, by the way. There's a Fat Albert doll. When little girls pick up dolls, there's a white one and a black one. Even 6-year-old girls know the distinction between black and white.
What's your point, Martae?
That's my whole point. Is we know what he's telling us. We don't know what this is.
I'll ask it.
That's literally what you were saying the whole intro.
And of course, Martae says, I used my EBT card to pay for this. Thank you, Martae, for your kind contribution.
You look at America, you look at the history of America, it's like, how do you even gauge who's who and who's what? Like, I get your part, I get that part of the discussion. Like, we can look at each other and be like, oh, that person's black or that person's white or whatever. We can do that on that sub level, looking at phenotype, and even then sometimes the lines get blurred.
So I mean, I don't see why it's wrong to ask someone to self-identify in that case.
Yeah,
to be totally honest, right? I don't think we have to walk around asking, like, do you identify as black or do you identify as white? Do you identify?
But do you understand how this is an overcorrection? So,
it's
Doug, this is unnecessary. The reason why it's unnecessary is because nobody's going to go around saying, I have to give an identifier, you have to give an identifier. What AngryMan is saying, if I can just still man his position, is that we can see somebody and generally just make good assumptions, positive assumptions, but beyond that, it's all just made up shit, to be honest with you. It's all just the construct inside the mind, and all we do is just use this for moving victim ID-hood to another person, and liberals do this a lot. That's all I'm saying. How am I wrong with this?
I think that the whole phrase is a race bait, just like black fatigue, white privilege, all these things. They don't exist until they get thrown into the vernacular, and then all of a sudden people start seeing them everywhere, and they became a sacred cow. So,
I disagree, because I definitely have black fatigue.
I got black exhaustion. What are you talking about?
So do I.
There should be some type of baseline of what the compensation might be.
Because there is no baseline for compensation, sir.
Not worth the same as everybody else's.
That builds off what I was saying. Baseline is whatever you can negotiate for yourself.
Wait, hold on. We just had an OF model that made she just turned 18. The one that turned 18, she just came out with a comment and said, literally, if you're 24 and you're not a millionaire, you failed at life. Like, this is the ridiculousness that we've gotten to, but they're right about this. You shouldn't be able to make $30 while dropping fries. You're making this choice yourself.
You got to be a DEA agent.
Please let me change the term, man, to low skill work, because we keep on saying fry cook, and that skews how people see it.
So
yeah,
like
I hate to harp on this, but you said that when someone's a fry cook, they got to be the type of fry cook that when they're not there, it's like they're missed or something. Like, bro,
that's
crazy. Award.
You got lip.
They give you.
You can apply this for any,
like a fast food place. The only award they give you is if you work there for like 30 years and you never missed a day.
Maybe not, but right now. Okay, I've been going for like 20 minutes.
We have the WNBA, which is the dropping fries of sports. So if you think about this, at the elite level, supposedly we have an artificial elite. So even then, the argument fails then too, because if the WNBA goes away, there's no dropping fries on the sports level there. It's not going to be missed. We'll never see this. The WNBA is supported by the NBA. So we have this pseudo thing that's happening right now when it comes to other industries as well too. Oh, just just because I can do this myself and I'm great at it, even in what's artificially elite, fails too. The WNBA is a good example of this.
That's not going to improve. That might be the case, but it also might not be the case. I don't know. It's weird that we're like. I guess the first thing I want to address now that I'm finally back. The first thing I want to point to is why everyone here feels so sure that they get to decide exactly who deserves what wages. I think Dusty at least acknowledges like that's an economic decision. It's not something that you determine based on how you feel about whether or not their job is valuable enough, or whether it's a high school job or whether the fuck you guys are talking about there. Like it's you don't get you guys don't get to make that decision. It's about like what
Ryan Fry dropping.
Well, let me talk about it, and maybe you can address it afterwards, Martae. I didn't know what you were talking about the fucking WNBA bullshit, but we got over it. Okay, we moved on.
Fry dropping.
Right? I get it.
What's right now, Ryan?
Look, okay. All I'm saying is right now, if you guys go out and walk by any fucking Taco Bell or McDonald's or whatever, they have fucking hiring signs. Okay, and it's probably because they aren't paying them enough, right? Because people don't want to work those jobs, and if they paid them more, they would work those jobs. That's how fucking basic economics works. Everyone here knows that. I don't know why we're pretending otherwise.
Right,
Ryan, you don't know how
this just sounds like. I mean, no offense, Sarah. This just sounds like your feelings about this.
If you pay people
at the end of the day, people are not getting these, people are not filling these jobs, right? Then what are we going to do to make people fill the jobs if they are necessary jobs that people want? People want people who drop fries. People need people who drop fries because people go to McDonald's.
You want to pay $60
if we can't find people to do that, there's one easy way to find more people. Raise the wages. It happens. It's just how it is. Literally the most fundamental, basic supply and demand shit.
Good for your haircut right now, but I'm telling you right now, $50 burgers doesn't sound feasible.
And that's why unlike when I was younger as a Gen Xer, you go to McDonald's to buy a freaking Happy Meal and you're paying $15 damn. Like it's not economically feasible.
Yeah, who's paying that?
Look, Martae, Ray, you're great, but I've never seen a human that's a mashup of who I want to think about. Who are thinking? Let's go with the Lakers. When I look at you and I see Rick Fox and Robert Horry combined into one human, I never thought that was possible. I don't know if you're shooting 3-pointers or swiping the ball, but you're very talented as well.
Okay, I figured it out. By the way, you're like Ryan. You're like Dane Cook, but less likable. Like, bro, I'm a little bit more like him.
Brian has the worst economics I've ever heard in my damn life. Also, aka Aaron Hall stunt double. I appreciate the kind words, by the way. I take no insult to these roastings.
They all look alike because Aaron Hall was bald headed. But thank you.
Oscar from the Brown family. If you gonna say anything.
Hey. So everybody else, I appreciate AngryMan. I'm not fucking with you, by the way. Everybody else, you guys have a good night. I appreciate the panel. White liberal is an excuse. The whole thing is just made up bullshit. You guys have a good night.
Good night.
Well, let me speak to